Hi students, welcome to this session here at Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. I'm Anuradha, your physics faculty, and today's entire YouTube video is going to be a little different. It's about the revisions that NTA has given with regards to the entire just a moment. It's about the revised answer key that NTA has given with regards to your JEE Mains April attempt in 2023. So we'll discuss what are the questions that have been incorrect, the ones that you will get the grace marks for, because there have been some questions that have been dropped, and also we'll be solving those questions and giving our take about why those questions were dropped, or if students made a mistake, or why NTA would have made a mistake in that case. So we have questions in physics, chemistry, maths, all of them. The difference between provisional and the final answer key. So let's look at the entire thing. Just a moment. Yeah. So over here we have the entire list. We have received this from Sri Chaitanya again. The entire list you see here, and there are multiple questions from all the subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, distributed over all of the different shifts that we had. Now, as you will see, in certain places here you have the question IDs, the primary key and the final key. These are based on the NT answer key that you have received. We have not put the options here exactly. And some questions you will say have been dropped. The dropped questions are there because either the question was incorrect, there was some concept missing, or some concept was incorrect, or more often this is the case where none of the options are correct. So, hi Ashwin, welcome to the session. 150 marks, 10th April session 2, how much percentile? So 10th April, I would say the paper was not that difficult. So 150, I'm assuming you'd obviously get above 90. So around 95-ish, I'm approximating it would be 95, 96, somewhere around that. Okay. So let's go into all of the subjects one by one. I'll obviously be starting with physics, then Abhishek sir would be coming in with chemistry, followed by Akshay sir with mathematics. Let's get started with the questions in physics that have been changed. The solution that NTA has revised. Just a moment. Yeah. So over here, the first question, this we had done in our power up series as well. This we solved during our memory based question discussion. This says unpolarized light of intensity 32 watt per meter square passes through the combination of three polaroids such that the pass axis of the last polaroid is perpendicular to that of the pass axis of the first polaroid. If intensity of emerging light is 3 watt per meter square, then the angle between the pass axis of the first two polaroids is. So I'll tell you what the correct one here is, and you'll also get an idea about why NTA has revised it from the final answer of 30 to 30 and 60. So over here, just about the question here, I'll quickly go over what the question was. So you had the three polaroids, you have Polaroid 1, Polaroid 2, Polaroid 3. And the angle between them was theta, such that the angle between the other two was 90 minus theta. And the final place where you got your answer was that you saw that this 3 watt per meter square was coming to be 32 divided by 2 into sine square theta into cos square theta. If you see those memory based paper discussion or our power up series, you will see that we had arrived at this relation where once we cancelled out, we had 16. We took a divided by 4 and a multiplied by 4 here. That made 3 by 4 is equal to sine square 2 theta. Now based on that, sine 2 theta was root 3 by 2, which means 2 theta, pay attention over here, 2 theta came as 60 degree. So obviously theta has to be equal to 30 degree. And that is the answer key that NTA had given earlier. But why did NTA change this? NTA changed this because theta can be 30 degree, because you can also have it as 60 degree. The reason being you have sine square theta into cos square theta. That is why it doesn't really matter whether the 30 degree is made between 1 or 2 or it is made between 2 and 3. Even 30 degree could exist between 2 and 3 and you would still get this as 3 watt per meter square. So NTA has revised the answer from 30 to the overall possibility of both 30 and 60. Okay, so Sahiti says 85 for 8th April shift 1. So Sahiti, 85 for 8th April shift 1. I'm a bit skeptical about 90 percentile. I don't think 90 would be there because 8th April shift 1 was comparatively easier. And just a moment, we will see the rest of the chat as well. Rest 41 marks in 11th April shift 2. It would be below 90 percentile definitely, because 90 percentile would go somewhere around 80, 85, 90, somewhere in that region. So it would be below 90 percentile. Okay. Preparing for BITSAT phase 2, I'm done with full syllabus and I'm scoring around 190. What should I do to improve my score? Hi Rajesh. So at this point, based on the exams that are coming up to you, the only thing you can do is keep on solving more questions, keep on practicing and giving mock tests. Now you don't have the time to start revising theory. There's no golden rule that you can do in which you'll suddenly score much better. The only goal you should have right now is to solve as much as possible. Give the tests, but by yourself solve as much as possible, especially the chapters where you feel you're missing out on. That is the key to getting more beyond this. There's no, right now, so close to the exam, that's the only thing you can do. Maybe the day before the exam or a couple days before, strategies might be different about how to approach the exam, but besides that, just focus on practicing more. Okay, so we have done this. Why it went from 30 to 30 into 60, 30 and 60. Next, how much percentile in 13th April attempt? For 122. 122, I would say around 93, 94 percentile. I would say somewhere, because 95 goes at around 150. So you can expect somewhere around that. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Again, question IDs are provided. You'll get all of these in our Infinity Learn Telegram channel. Do subscribe to that, do join that. You'll get all of this data, and if you're preparing for advanced, you'll get notes on that as well. So the ratio of escape velocity of a planet to escape velocity of the Earth will be, given mass of the planet is 16 times mass of the Earth and radius of the planet is 4 times the radius of the Earth. So the formula for the escape velocity is root over of 2 gm divided by r. Okay, that is the formula for the escape velocity. So you can very well understand that if you have a planet whose mass is 16 times that of the Earth, so this is for the Earth, me and re, then you would have root 2g into 16 me divided by, you have over here, the radius is 4 times 4 re. Cancel this out, you have a 4 in here, so Vp becomes equal to root over 2g me by re is just the escape velocity of the Earth. You have this extra factor of 4 under the root, so which will come out as 2, so you have 2ve. So that means your correct option is 2:1. Okay. So over here you have 2:1. The provisional key gave this as the correct answer. The provisional key had given this as the correct answer, which is incorrect. It's 2:1. I'm not even sure why NTA gave that. It's coming as 2:1 only. So 120 in 13th April 2nd attempt. So at that percentile animation, Raza, I don't think you would get the top NITs. Even in the top NITs, even the lower streams are difficult at that point. At that percentile, you should try for mid-range NITs, and even then I am thinking even the top ones, it's a bit difficult to get at that 93, 94 percentile. Okay, sir, what kind of questions I should practice for BITSAT, JEE Advanced? Focus on JEE Advanced. Right now, keep that as your goal and move. BITSAT, I'm telling you, is just, you can consider almost a lower level of JEE Advanced. But doing JEE Advanced well, BITSAT will come to you naturally. Do the PYQs of JEE Advanced. They are occasionally very important. Okay, just a moment. Okay, now this is the last question we have for physics. After that, Abhishek sir will be coming in with the chemistry part. So let's discuss this. This is a dropped question because, as you will see, none of the options match what it should be. So over here we have A vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap is subtracted from B vector to get 2j cap, which means, just change the pen color because red does not give you good contrast. So B vector minus A vector, because A vector is subtracted from B vector to get 2j cap. So B vector is equal to 2j cap plus A vector. Now what is, let's just write it up here. So 2j cap plus A vector is provided 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap. 2i cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap, which makes your B vector as equal to 2i cap. This j caps get added up. So 2i cap, okay, that's 3j cap plus 2k cap. My bad over here. That is 3j cap and 2k cap, right? Yeah, so that will make it 2i cap, and 2j cap plus 3j cap gives you the 5j cap plus 2k cap. So that is my b vector. We have been asked to find the magnitude of this b vector. If you do it, magnitude of b vector would be root over of 2 square plus 5 square plus 2 square. That is root over of 4 plus 25 plus another 4. That makes it root 33. So you see, that is not there in any of the options here. That is why this question has been dropped. You'll get the marks for it anyway. But just know this will not give you too much advantage, because if you're getting marks for this, everyone is getting marks for this. Okay, just I'll tell you why maybe NTA gave this question, because if you just reverse it, if you do a vector minus b vector, I think they worded the question a bit wrong. Instead of writing it like this, if they would have said that if b vector is subtracted from a vector, so if a b vector subtracted from a vector, then this would have become a vector minus b vector. If you do by that, you will see your option would have come as 3. Your option would have come as 3. But here, that is why NTA gave this as 3 as the correct answer. Otherwise, it would be the other thing here. Okay. So 143 in 15th April were around 95-ish, I would say. Okay. So you'll get it roughly around that time. So I think those are the questions from my end. My bad. I'll just mark it anyway. You can see the recording. And by the way, if you're preparing for your BITSAT like Rajesh and JEE Advanced, we are coming up with sessions on JEE Advanced every day. We are putting up lectures on maths, physics, chemistry for JEE Advanced, where we discuss important high quality questions for you. So do subscribe to the channel as soon to get notified about all of that and all the other information that we are coming about with it. So now Abhishek sir would be coming in. Just a moment. Abhishek sir would be coming in. Yeah, we'll change it from here. Not a problem. Change it from here. Okay, sir. You can just change the slides from here. Working? Take it. Okay. Now Abhishek sir will be coming in to discuss the chemistry questions.
First question.
Okay. Sir. Hi, sir.
So hi. How are you all?
Here you go, sir. So Abhishek sir will take away now. I'll see you again in the later sessions. Bye.
So as my friend told, there is some rectifications within the answer key. So just I will be solving this chemistry one. And what are the questions here which are a bit the answers may be different, that is not telling. So let us start with the question. This is 10th of April, shift 1 question. Let us see this question first. Okay? Good. It's working? Okay, fine. So, when is the result? It will take some time. With it, Akshay, sir, when is the result for mains? It will be sooner, very sooner. Just wait, and 143 marks, 15th April, percentile. It will be, I think, around 95 percentile. Yeah. So come to the question here. Isomeric amines with a molecular formula. This is C8H11N. Give the following test. The first one is P. Can be prepared by gravyl thalamide synthesis. Q1 is isomer Q reacts with Heinsberg reagent to give solid insoluble in sodium hydroxide, and isomer R reacts with HNO2. This is HNO2 followed by beta naphthol in sodium hydroxide to give red dye. Okay. So we have to find what is this isomer PQR, and these all are the isomers of this C8H11N. So see the option here. The first option is the gravyl thalamide synthesis. This is going to prepare only 1 degree amine and not the aromatic one, only the aliphatic one. If you see this option, this is going to be C8H11N. This is C8H11N. Now see the second option. What is Hinsberg reagent? Hinsberg reagent that usually give the test of 1 degree amine as well as 2 degree amine. But the thing is this matching the formula, molecular formula or not? Actually, NTA has given the answer 1. But there is some mistake, I think, that should be dropped. Its molecular formula is not matching with what is given here. Its molecular formula should be C8H11N, and its molecular formula is C9. C9, just see here, 6 carbon is here, 1 and 1 and 1. So altogether C9 is there. Okay. So what kind of question I should practice for BitSat? When is the result for mains? Vidit, Sandeep, 6th April, shift to dipole. Questions don't have. Okay. 6th April, shift to dipole questions. Okay, no problem. So come to the third one. The third option is isomer, I am talking about isomer R, react with HNO2 followed by beta naphthol in sodium hydroxide to give red dye. So for that reaction to form dye, that should be amine. That should be amine because it has to be converted. This part, it has to be converted to diazonium. Diazonium form, that is benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, so once it is converted to diazonium, then only that formation of dye can be there. So all the options are correct. The first option, this option is correct. This option is correct, but there is some problem with this one. It is not matching the molecular formula. That is the problem. And NTA has given the answer 1. There's some problem related to this option only. That is why just it's a drop question, and the students are going to get full marks of this. Now come to the next question. Next question is, given below are 2 statements related to Ellingham diagram. Statement 1. Ellingham diagram can be constructed for formation of oxides, sulfides, halides of metal. Correct? This is applicable for oxides, sulfides, halides of metals. No problem. Now statement 2, it consists of plots of delta HF naught. This is not delta HF naught, rather this is delta GF naught. That is gives free energy change versus temperature for formation of oxides of element. That which oxide formation can be there, which cannot be. That feasibility of the reaction can be given on the basis of delta GF naught, not on the basis of delta HF naught, because the final factor is gives free energy change, not the delta HF naught. So the first statement is correct. What about the second statement? The second statement is this delta GF naught. So delta GF naught should be there instead of delta HF naught. Correct? So what should be the answer here? The provisional key provided by NTA is 4, that both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. But according to us, the answer should be 2, that is statement 1 is correct while statement 2 is incorrect. Got it? Come to the next question. Yeah, this is very, very important question because there is just a difference here. NDA is given 48 and it's provided 49. It should be 49. Let us solve it first. The equilibrium composition for the reaction PCl5, PCl3 and Cl2, equilibrium sign PCl5 at 298 Kelvin is given below, right? So, what is the concentration given at equilibrium? The concentration here is K equilibrium. I'm going to change it. It's not visible. K equilibrium is equal to concentration of PCl5 divided by concentration of PCl3, concentration of Cl2. Its equilibrium value is given here. It's 20. Okay? The 20 and all the equilibrium value is given. Equilibrium value is of PCl5 is 0.40 divided by concentration of PCl3 is 0.2 into concentration of Cl2 is 0.1. If you solve this, you will get this 20. Okay, no problem. So it's given 20, equilibrium constant value is 20 for this given concentration. If there is change in concentration of Cl2, that is, it's given if 0.2 mole of Cl2 is added at the same temperature, the equilibrium concentration of PCl5 is dash into 10 to power minus 2 mole per liter. That thing we have to see. So its value PCl5 equilibrium sign, let us change it. Okay, that is PCl3 plus Cl2 equilibrium sign PCl5. Okay, there is change in concentration of Cl2. So previously, what was the concentration of PCl3? This was 0.2 and this was what? 0.1. Something is added here. The concentration is now 0 plus 2 and this was previously 0.40. Okay? This will not be the concentration. If degree of dissociation is x, because once you have added the concentration of Cl2, it will shift forward according to Le Chatelier's, so that equilibrium constant should be 20. Okay? So now the new concentration, if we talk about the new concentration, this is 0.2 minus x and this is 0.3 minus x and this will be 0.4 plus x. Keeping everything, keeping the equilibrium constant value fixed, that is 20, it will be 20 is equal to concentration of PCl5 is 0.4 plus x divided by 0.2 minus x into concentration of 0.3 minus x. Solving this, you will get the value quite closer to this 49. It is more than 48. It is around 49. Once you solve this, so its value is going to be very, very closer to 49. Once you will just write the value over here, x, it will be closer to 49. It's going to be a quadratic one, a bit lengthy. Okay. Now, number of isomeric amines with molecular formula C8H11N can be synthesized. 15 marks in 12, 115 marks in 12th percentile. It will be around 92 percentile. It will not be 95 percentile. It should not be. It will be around 92 to 93 percentile. Okay. Yeah. Number of isomeric aromatic amines with molecular formula C8H11N, which can be synthesized by Graville synthesis reaction. As we know, Graville synthesis reaction is only and only The product is, it's given by primary amines only. Primary amines, okay. So primary amines क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? What can be? Which should match this molecular formula C8H11N. What NTA has given answer? 5. What is according to us? 6. So let's draw it. The number of isomeric aromatic amines with molecular formula C8H11N, which can be synthesized by gravyl phthalimide reaction. The first one can be CH2, CH2, NH2. This is 1 degree amine. Fine. Let's have another one. This can be CH2, NH2, and this can be CH3. Okay. What about the next? Next of this is CH2NH2, and just we have the ortho meta form of this. This is its meta form, and the fourth one can be CH2NH2, and this is the para derivative. And what about the fifth one? These are the 4 isomeric form of C8H11N. Now see, is this possible or not? CH3, CH, NH2. Is this possible or not? Yes, this is also 1 degree amine. Okay. Is this compound optically active? If this is optically active, we will have 2 forms here. It's D and L form and the 4 others. So what should be the number of isomeric form of C8H11N? It should be not 5, that should be 6. Got it? Okay. So that's why we have given the answer 6, not 5. Exactly. So moving to the next question. This is based entirely based on this NCERT. The direct data has taken from NCERT, and the chapter is environmental chemistry. Even such type of question is also being asked in your examination. So now imagine how important this NCERT book is, how much important. So this data have been taken directly from NCERT. Data I have, just see the data. This data is, because this is just I've taken from NCERT. For fluoride, for F minus, it should be less than 2 ppm, and for sulfate, its value should be less than 500 ppm, and for this nitrate, this should be less than 50 ppm, and for zinc, this should be less than 5 ppm. Now match this option. Is this matching with anyone? It's not matching with anyone. The first matches with third, okay? The second sulfate matches with 500 ppm. 5 means B should be linked to this 4. First should be linked to this 2. 3 option, and nitrate is 50 ppm. Nitrate should be matched with this, and about zinc it is 5 ppm. 5 ppm. Okay. See, is this matching with anyone? Let's see. The first one is okay with the third. A with the third one. A with the third one. The second option can be. What about the B? B matches with fourth. B matches with fourth. B matches with 2. B matches with 1, not with fourth. And what about the C? C matches with there should be C matches with 1, C matches with 1, and D matches with 5 with 2, option number 2. None of the option is correct as per NCERT even. So it should be given, it should be dropped. It's dropped. And the candidates will get the entire marks, full marks will be granted to you. The provisional key given by NTA, the answer should be 2, but this is the drop one. Okay. So you are getting much benefit. Some questions are dropped. So the students who have not attempted this is also okay for that student, and those who have attempted, this will work for that students also. So come to the next one. This is a question related to estimation of carbon. Estimation and purification, there is a chapter in organic chemistry. So 0.5 gram of an organic compound X with 60% will produce dash into 10 to power minus 1 gram of CO2 on complete combustion. Okay, we have to fill this form. What is this value? See, what we do for finding percentage of carbon in organic compound, we write 12 divided by 44 into mass of CO2 divided by mass of organic compound. Okay, mass of organic compound into 100. Okay, just solve this question. 12 divided by 44 into a mass of CO2. Mass of CO2 is here, not written. Let it be X into 10 to power minus 1 divided by mass of organic compound is 0.5 into 100, and the percentage of carbon is here, that is 60%. 60% means 0.6. Okay, just solve it. Solve the question. If you solve the question, it will be, the value of X is, X value will be 11. It will be how much? It will be, X value is going to be 11. Okay, the value of X, that is 11 into the X value. I'm just talking about the X value. So it's closer to, it's 11. The answer key is same. The problem is only with the Hindi medium students. Otherwise, the answer key, what the NTA has given, that is correct. Okay, so the answer should be 11. So here's the end of the session, and just I'm going to introduce my friend who is in mathematics. He is going to explain, he was just going to explain the entire mathematics topic.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
So, hello students, I hope you have found this session very interesting and you got to know that there are many questions in the physics and chemistry. Those are, sir, do we have the pen?
Yeah. That is pen there, pen there.
Pen.
Piche.
Here. Yeah, I got it. So, thank you students for having the patience. So, we got to know that there are many questions from physics as well as from chemistry that are being asked in the various shifts of the JEE Mains in the session 2. So, we found those questions. We have gone through the NTA answer key, which has been recently released, and we got to know that there are many solutions that are having the wrong answer. Okay, either the question is wrong or the options are wrong, or we are not having the perfect option for that particular question. So we have come live to discuss all those questions in which there can be a correction. So roundabout we have observed that in all total 3 subjects there are 24 questions in which the corrections can be made, out of which 3 are from the 3 or 4 questions from the physics and 8 or 9 questions from the chemistry, and maths is having around about 11 to 12 questions in which the corrections will be made. Okay, so we have already discussed with you the physics questions, what the NTA has given the answer and what we are expecting the answer should be. And the same happens with chemistry also. And now we are going for the maths discussion, okay. Now there are many questions in the mathematics and this should not happen because students are really like giving their 100% in attempting the mathematics. Moreover, if you have opted for the PCM, that is science math subject, definitely you are well prepared for the maths, you are passionate for your mathematics subject, and if some question comes in your examination and you got to know that this question was wrong and I have wasted 10 to 15 minutes of the time, even if you are getting the bonus out of it, but who will pay the amount of time that you have spent for attempting that question, okay, and that can be more than 3 minutes of the time. So the marks will be allotted to each and every one in the entire shift. The students, all those students who have attempted that question and who do not have attempted that question. So all the students would be getting the bonus marks. But what about those students? Will there be a justice to those students who have spent round about 10 to 15 minutes of the time in attempting that question? So this session is all about the discussion of those questions, and I will like to appeal the NTA, please look into this concern. There should not be this much of errors in the questions. So in every shift, almost in every shift, either in the subject physics or in the chemistry or in the mathematics, we have observed that the students will be attaining the bonus marks this year. Now there are two type of the questions, okay, or the bonuses that you can be that can be awarded to you. Very first is whenever we are putting the comment, drop. Drop means each and every question, each and every student in a particular shift will be eligible for getting a bonus marks. And what is the reason for it? So suppose you try to do the question and you're not getting the answer perfectly, okay. Suppose you're solving a question, single correct question, and you're not getting the answer perfectly in the options, okay, it is not matching up with the options. So in these scenarios, the question is considered to be a drop. That means everyone would be eligible for a bonus marks of 4 marks for these type of questions. Now there are some questions in which NTA has given the B option to be correct answer, but we are getting the C option correct. And NTA would be, in future, NTA would be making a change. Definitely it would be making the changes in the solution that has been released, because we would be claiming these solutions to the NTA and we'll be proceeding it further. So we are with the favor of the students, and definitely NTA will also be in the favor of the students. And yes, these questions after the discussion with the various experienced faculties, we have come up to the conclusion that we will be discussing it with in today's live session, okay. So maths is left now, physics and chemistry we already had done. And I request everyone, all those students who are live right now in this session, please like this session, please subscribe our channel. The name of our channel is Infinity Learn JEE, and we are here to actually help you out to get a better score in your JEE Mains examination. Also, we'll be giving a hand-on support till your JEE Advanced preparation. So we have our JEE Advanced course, paid course. If you don't want to join that paid course, stay connected with our Telegram group, stay connected with our YouTube channel. We'll be coming regularly live into these YouTube channel, and we'll be helping you out with the help of the videos that will be coming live as well as the recorded. So every content that is being posted in this channel is really authenticated, and we are giving our 100% to actually solve the problems of the students, okay. So our wish is to get maximum engagement in this channel and bring out to a conclusion that, like, from the every part of India, there should be a student who got a good rank and is a part of Infinity Learn. So this is our mission. So let us start with the discussion of the mathematics question without wasting the time of yours. Here is the first question in front of you, and in this first question you can observe that this question belongs from the chapter complex number. And in this question, this is the question ID. This was the date 6th April 2023. Shift 2, this question has been asked. Provisional key that we have received from NTA, according to that, option 4, that is 0, is the final answer. And according to us, it should be a bonus question. And why it should be a bonus question, I'll tell you the reason. So here what is going to happen, suppose in this particular question A is not equals to B given to you. These are the two non-zero real numbers. then the number of elements in the set X. One set X is given to you, and this set X consists of a complex number Z, and this complex number is satisfying two equations. The first equation is real part of AZ square. So Z square is, let us assume Z to be X plus iota Y, and if I place the value of Z square, it will be X square minus Y square plus 2xy iota, and then it is B times X plus iota Y. I'm just placing the value of Z as X plus iota Y, that's it, okay. And here what we need to do, here in the right hand side it is A. Now I just want to consider the real part in the left hand side. So in the left hand side we have a complex number, and to that complex number I want the real part only. So what I'll do, I'll multiply A times X square minus Y square. It is not attached to iota, so that is the part of a real part of the complex number. And here we have Bx. So this is the first relationship that I have got from this first equation. Now in the same way, where A was written, they have replaced it with B, and where B was written, they have replaced it with A. Okay, so very little difference is there in the first equation and in the second equation. So do you want to say something? Okay, so very little difference is there between the first equation and the second equation. So accordingly, A replaced with B and B replaced with A, we will be creating the second equation. How we will be creating the second equation? So just here also replace A with B, and here we have B times X square minus Y square, and here it is A times X, and it is equals to B. I hope you are able to understand this also. So this is the second equation. Now, if you have the first equation, if you have the second equation, using first and second equation, you need to bring out the conclusion. You need to find the values of X and Y. So what you will do, you will multiply the first equation with B, you will multiply the second equation with A, and you will be trying to subtract these two results. Once you try to subtract these two results, AB and AB, in the right hand side, they will get cancelled. Here also AB times X square minus Y square, AB times X square minus Y square, left hand side, these will also get cancelled. Only we are left with B square minus A square times X, and here we are able to get the result 0. Now there are two possibilities for this equation. One possibility is X is equals to 0, and the second possibility is B square minus A square is equals to 0. Now if B square minus A square is equals to 0, then the value of B can be plus A, which is not possible because they are not equal. And the second possibility is this is not possible. And the second possibility is B is equals to negative A. Now, if I consider the value of X as 0, so the value of Z will be X plus iota Y. And if I consider the value of X as 0, then Z will be a purely imaginary number. It will be a purely imaginary number. Is this clear to you? Okay, so Z is a purely imaginary number. Now, in this particular case, if Z is a purely imaginary number and X is equals to 0, so we can just place the value of X as 0 over here. Okay, and once I place the value of X as 0, I will be able to get minus AY square is equals to A. Are you seeing here? If I place the value of X as 0, I am getting minus AY square is equals to A, Y square is equals to negative 1, and Y here is imaginary. So whenever we are creating a complex number X plus iota Y, here X and Y both are real number. Okay, and this Y is imaginary. So therefore we will not be able to create the value of Z in this particular case. So if I consider the value of X is 0, then I am not getting any solution. This is perfect. Now many of the students have thought of getting the answer fourth option, that is 0. But they have not considered this case, that is B is equals to negative A. My dear students, in place of B, if you will be replacing negative A, here in the first equation in place of B, if you will be replacing negative A, so A, all the A will get cancelled, and here we will be able to create a quadratic equation in X and Y. Now this quadratic equation will have the multiple roots because the degree on Y will be 2 and degree on X will also be 2. So for one particular X we'll get 2Y, or for one particular Y we'll get 2X. So that is why in this particular case there will be infinite solutions. Now according to NTA, they have only considered this case, X is equals to 0, and they have given the answer. But according to us, the answer should be infinite solutions. Okay, so that is why we are considering this question to be a drop question. Are you all able to understand? Give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Are you all able to understand why the answer should be infinite solution for this question? Just say yes or no. All right. Just put some comments in the comment section. Bring some engagement in the class. I want to talk to you. Please, please bring some engagement in the comment section. Okay, if you are attending this live session, okay, it is your responsibility to connect with me, talk to me, and if you have any doubt, you can just put your comments and ask me about that. Okay. Now, I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer of this question. So that is why we are moving ahead. Now, this is another question. This particular question, the NTA has given the answer 1260. Okay, and how they have given, I'll illustrate the process. Okay, but the actual answer here is 944. According to, yes, hi Misbah sir. So according to this process, what is the thing that we need to consider here? Let the digits ABC are in the AP. So they have taken ABC are in the AP. Suppose for an example, to explain this question in a better way, I am considering one example in front of you, that is 258. So we know that 258 number are in AP. So they have given 258 are in AP. Now we need to create a 9-digit number, and this 9-digit number will be created using these 3 digits, out of which each and every digit of this 258 will be used thrice. That means 2 will appear 3 times, 5 will appear 3 times, 8 will appear 3 times. So that is why if 2 will appear 3 times, 5 will appear 3 times, and 8 will appear 3 times, so a 9-digit number will be created. Okay. Now what they are actually demanding here, 9-digit numbers are to be formed using each of the 3 digits such that 3 consecutive digits are in AP at least once. So this is the important condition which is given here. Okay. So this question belongs to the permutation and combination chapter, and they're saying that such that 3 consecutive digits are in AP at least once. That means there are total 9 digits, and out of these 9 digits, there should be a pair of 3 consecutive digits which are in the AP at least once. It can be more than once, but here it is at least once. Okay. So how many such numbers can be formed? Now NT has given the answer as 1260. What is the process they have used? So the process they have used is, suppose they have separated 258 and they have separated 852. I'm just explaining with the help of an example. Okay, you can take ABC also, but I'm explaining, you'll be more comfortable with these digits. That is why I'm using these digits. Okay, so 258 or 852 both are in the AP. Okay, so what NTA has done, NTA has considered this 258 to be a single packet. This is a single packet, and remaining are the 6 digits. Okay, remaining are the 6 digits. Now 6 plus single packet, that will become 7. Okay, so we in total how many places we have? 7. Okay, so we created 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We created 7 places, and in these 7 places we select the first one place, 7C1. Okay, suppose I selected this place, and here I'll be keeping ABC. Here I'll be keeping ABC. I can place 258 also, and I can place 852 also. I can place ABC also, and I can place CBA also. Okay, so 7C1 will help me out to select the one place out of these 7 places. Now this 2 ways will help me out to actually place 258 or 852. Okay, these are the 2 ways. That is why I am multiplying it by 2. Okay, and how many are the remaining people? Suppose if I place this, now remaining are the 6. In this 6 people, they will be arranging this 6 people by 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. And why are they writing 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial? Because these 6 people contain 2 A's, 2 B's and 2 C's. Since they are repeating, so that is why 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Now the answer here will appear 1260. But there is a problem in this answer. Problem in this answer. What is the problem? The cases are repeating. The cases are repeating. And how the cases are repeating? Suppose I created a 9 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I place ABC here. Okay, this is the case number 1. And remaining quantity I don't know. Okay, because I am applying 6 factorial over 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So all the possible cases will appear on arranging the remaining 6 people. Now let us consider the case 2. In the case 2, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am placing ABC here. Now the remaining 6 people will be arranged here. So we will be observing that the case 1 elements and the case 2 elements can be similar. So there can be a overlapping, between the case 1 elements and the case 2 element. That is why this method is wrong. Okay, so 161260 answer will be wrong. Now how to proceed with this question? So this particular question you need to attempt it by yourself. I am just giving you a way to actually deal with this question. So basically the concept is, think about the complement. Whenever at least word is used, whenever at least word is used in any of the question, think about the complement. Okay, so consider the total number of ways of arranging the 9 people. It will be 9 factorial over 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, and out of which subtract those conditions which is not satisfying. So here they are saying at least once, digits are in AP at least once. So no 3 consecutive pair are in AP. You need to subtract these cases from the total cases. From total cases, subtract these cases such that no 3 consecutive pair, 3 pair should be in AP. Okay, and you'll be able to get the answer as 944. I hope you understood the concept that is being applied here, and you also understood the reason why this 1260 will be considered to be a wrong answer. I hope you all are able to understand. 10th April shift 1 total score 198. Okay, you are asking me the percentile. For that you need to see the percentile versus marks versus rank session that we have already posted. Okay, here we are actually discussing the answer key that has been released by NTA, and we are actually challenging those answers that has been released by NCA in various subjects, physics, chemistry and mathematics. Okay, now this session is all about the challenging the answers that has been released by the NTA. Now the number of relations on the set 1, 2, 3 containing 1, 2, 2, 3 which are reflexive, transitive but not symmetric. So how to deal with this problem? So basically you want to create the relations, and relations are the combination of the ordered pair. You want 1, 2, you want 2, 3, and you want to create transitive. So if 1, 2 is present, 2, 3 is present, so definitely 1, 3 will also be present. And you want to create reflexive also. So definitely 1, 1 will be there, 2, 2 will be there, 3, 3 will be there. I hope you are able to understand. So this is the relation number 1. This is the relation number 1, which is reflexive, which is transitive, and it is not symmetric. Why it is not symmetric? Because 1, 2 is present, but 2, 1 is not present. Okay, so let us consider the relation 2. In the relation 2, everything I am keeping same. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, it is a requirement. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, it is also the requirement that we need to fulfill. And in extra, I am adding 2, 1. So if I am adding extra 2, 1, then do you think that on addition of 2, 1, will it be a reflexive? Yes, it is a reflexive. Will it be a symmetric? No, 2, 3 is present, but 3, 2 is not present. It is not symmetric. And will it be a transitive? Yes, let us check for it. So 1 is mapped with 2, 2 is mapped with 1. So 1, 1 should be present. Yes, 1, 1 is there. Again, we can also check with, no, there is no place for checking. 2 is mapped with 2, 2 is mapped with 1, 2, 1 should be present. Yes, 2, 1 is also present. So yes, it is satisfying the property of reflexive and transitive at the same time, but it is not symmetric. So that is why R1 is also a answer for this question. Now go for R3. In case of R3, what you'll observe? In case of R3, relation number 3, what you'll observe? So R3, I am taking 1, 2, I am taking 2, 3, and I am taking 1, 3. Okay, this is the mandatory part that I need to take. I am taking 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 to make it reflexive. And now I am considering, I already had considered 1, 2, so I considered 2, 1. Now it is 2, 3, so I am considering 3, 2. If I consider 3, 2 an ordered pair, okay, so what will happen in this scenario? So if I check for the transitivity, so 2 is mapped with 3 and 3 is mapped with 2 and 2, 2 is present, so that is why this is transitive. Now you'll observe that these are the 3 relations that you can create from the set 1, 2, 3 that consist of 1, 2 and 2, 3, and these are the relations which are reflexive, which are transitive but not symmetric. So that is why answer to this question will be 3, but NTA has given the answer to be 4. Answer 4 is the wrong answer. Therefore, answer 3 will be the right. According to you, if you have any cases, so please put down your comments, put down your answer in the comment section, and we'll be able to analyze whether your answer is correct or not. But according to us, the research that we have done in this particular solution, we observed that only these 3 are the relations which are reflexive and transitive at the same time but not symmetric. I hope you all are able to understand the solution that we have done in this question. Now we are moving ahead. Let D be the domain of this function fx. Now this fx function is given to you. If the range of this function, so here a function is given to you from which is g function and which is from D to R. Okay, our range is the range of this function is R, and this function is defined by x minus fractional part of x. Sorry, x minus greatest integer function. Now you know that x minus greatest integer function will be a fraction part of x. So basically they discussed that g will be the fractional part function and its range will be 0 to 1. But it has a domain, not a real number. It has a domain D. Now D will be obtained from here. According to this question, range of this function is alpha comma beta. So we need to find the value of alpha square plus 5 upon beta. So how to get that? Okay. So basically in this question, first of all, very first thing is to get the domain of this function. And before going to the domain of this function, there are certain conditions that you need to satisfy. The very first condition is the logarithm argument should be positive. So here we have 6 plus 2 log x to the base 3, and this is whole divided by minus 5x. This should be positive. The second condition is base should be positive. That means 3x should be positive. And the third condition is 3x should not be equals to 1. So here we are writing 3x should not be equals to 1. So x should not be equals to 1 upon 3. I hope you are able to understand this. Okay, here we got x positive, and here after solving this we'll be able to get the result. Now out of these three, if I take the common of these three, so we will be able to get x belongs to 0 to 1 upon 27. This is the result that we are getting, x belongs to 0 to 1 upon 27. Okay, so just simplify, just solve this inequality and you will be able to get the interval. Once you have the interval x belongs to 0 to 1 by 27, then what you will be thinking about? That the quantity which is inside the sine inverse function should lie between minus 1 and 1. So therefore this quantity log, and the base of the logarithm is 3x, and here we have 6 plus 2 log x to the base 3, and this is whole divided by minus 5x. Okay, so this particular lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, this should lie between minus 1 to plus 1. So therefore we can write here that 6 plus 2 log x to the base 3 upon minus 5x should be lying between 1 upon 3x to 3x. I hope you are able to understand. Now you will be solving this inequality to get the new values of new interval of the x. So here you will observe that after solving it, you will be getting x greater than 3 raised to the power minus 23 upon 6. Okay, so this much small value of x you will be obtaining here on solving this inequality. Okay, the calculation will be high, but after solving it you will be able to get this result. Now in this result and in this result, once you take the intersection, you'll observe that the final answer is lying between 3 raised to the power minus 23 over 6 to 1 by 27. I hope you are able to understand. Now this is the value of alpha, which is very, very small, and this is the value of beta. Once you put the value of beta here, and if you try to put the value of alpha, although you won't be able to put the value of alpha here and beta here, once you try to put the value of alpha and beta over here, what you will observe, you're getting the answer which is greater than 135. Now according to NTA, they have given this answer 135. But by solving this, you'll observe that the answer that is obtained is much more than 135. That is why this question also needs to be dropped. So every student, they have attempted it or they haven't attempted it, each and every student will get a bonus marks in this question. Is that clear to everyone in the class? Just say yes or no. Give me a thumbs up in the comment section and tell me, are you able to understand why these questions are considered to be a wrong question, or why we are challenging the NTA that there is something error in these questions that we have come up here to bring in front of you. Now there was a subjective question which was there on 6th of April 23, and this belongs from the shift 1, and this was a question ID. So provisional answer key released by NTA has the answer 171. but according to us, the answer should be very large. And why it should be very large? I'll tell you the reason. So here, the oranges are also distinct and the children are also distinct. Okay, so we cannot apply the beggars method here. Okay, oranges, the thing that you need to distribute are also distinct, and to whom you want to distribute that are also distinct. So in this case, you just apply the formula of principle of inclusion and exclusion, that is a number of onto functions. So here it will be 3 raised to the power 20, then minus 3c1, it will be 2 raised to the power 20, and then it will be 3c2, it will be 1 raised to the power 20. So this particular will be the final answer of this question, and you all know that 3 raised to the power 20 is very, very highly calculative. So I'm not solving it, but yes, if it might be 2 raised to the power 10, then it would be easier for us. 2 raised to the power 10 is 1024. Okay, so then it would be more easier for us to deal with this question, but right now this is not easy for us to deal with this question. So that is why this is also a bonus question. Bonus. So everyone, whether you have attempted it or you haven't attempted it, this question will be considered to be a bonus question. I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer of this question. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Now this is also a thing that NTA has done very badly with you. Okay, the question would not be framed in this way, because this is very easy question. Okay, if the question would have been, x upon e raised to the power x, e upon x raised to the power x, and here it is log x to the base e or log x to the base 2, whatever, and this needs to be integrated, then it would become easier and feasible for us to do this question. Okay, now this question won't be able to integrate by the concept that we know already, because in this question, if we consider x upon e raised to the power x as t, we will be able to get the value of log x as 1 upon t dt. So here this type of question is feasible for us to do it, but we won't be able to complete it, because if you will assume this x upon 2 raised to the power x as t, then you won't be able to get log x dx value in terms of dt. So that is why this is also a wrong question, and this was given to you on 8th of April 23 shift 2. Okay, so ये भी गलत हुआ आप लोगों के साथ में, जिसने भी 8th को पेपर दिया था, शिफ्ट 2 में पेपर दिया था, उनको लगा होगा ये क्वेश्चन हम कर जाएंगे, लेकिन आंसर बाद में आ नहीं रहा होगा. आंसर गिवन बाय द एनटीए वाज सेकंड ऑप्शन, लेकिन सेकंड ऑप्शन देने का भी कोई फायदा नहीं है. ये ड्रॉप है, ड्रॉप का मतलब ये गलत है, मतलब एवरीवन would be getting a bonus marks in this question. Okay, are you all able to understand? Give me a thumbs up in the comment section if you are able to understand, because अगर engagement नहीं आएगा सेशन में तो मजा भी नहीं है. So better engagement बहुत ज़रूरी है, और जब तक तुम बात नहीं करोगे तब तक मुझे भी पता नहीं चलेगा. ओके, सो दैट इज वाई आप लोगों को मुझसे बात करनी पड़ेगी, आपको मुझे बताना पड़ेगा कि सर हमने ये सोचा था, हमने ऐसा किया, सर मेरे ये दो मिनट चले गए, मेरे सर 5 मिनट चले गए, मेरे 10 मिनट चले गए. तो प्लीज आप लोग जल्दी से एंगेजमेंट लाओ और ज्यादा से ज्यादा मुझे बताओ कि आपके साथ क्या हुआ था जब आपने ये दिया. ओके सर, रिजल्ट लग गया क्या? गीतांजलि, जब तक मैंने ये सेशन स्टार्ट नहीं किया था तब तक तो नहीं लगा था, लेकिन ठीक है, वेरी सून लग जाएगा. ऑल राइट, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, देयर इज अ सेट which consists of 5 elements, its name is R set. There is a set which consists of 4 elements, its name is S set. Now the total number of onto functions you want to create. Okay, and f is a function from R to S such that f of a should not be equals to 1. F of a should not be equals to 1. So how I will be able to create the function? Suppose this is R set and this is S set, and here in this R set we have A, B, C, D, E, and here in this S set we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now very first is f of a should not be equals to 1. This condition should be true. Keeping this in mind, you want to create the onto function. So how you will be able to create? So students, very first thing is you should know the formula of creating the onto functions. Okay, Nikunj is saying expected percentile 164 10th April. Nikunj, परसेंटाइल वर्सेस मार्क का तो मैंने बता दिया था. आई ऑलरेडी हैड टेकन वन सेशन, सो यू कैन वॉच दैट वीडियो. मोर अगर तुम्हें 164 10th अप्रैल के आसपास का परसेंटाइल चाहिए तो 95 प्लस से जाएगा, ये 96 के आसपास भी हो सकता है, और ठीक है एलिजिबल फॉर जेईई एडवांस है। एग्जैक्ट परसेंटाइल तो आपको जैसे ही रिजल्ट आएगा तब एग्जैक्टली आपको पॉइंट्स में भी पता चल जाएगा। ओके, ऑल राइट, सो हेयर व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, एफ ऑफ ए शुड नॉट बी इक्वल टू 1, एफ ऑफ ए 1 नहीं होना चाहिए। मतलब क्या हो सकता है एफ ऑफ ए, सो देर आर 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज फॉर एफ ऑफ ए, इट कैन बी ईदर 2, it can be either 3 or it can be either 4. So there are 3 possibilities for f of a. Now if I assume f of a is 2, अगर मैं इसको f of a को 2 assume कर लूं, ओके, और मैं फिर लिखना स्टार्ट करता हूं। अगर मैं f of a को 2 assume कर लूं तो मेरे पास 2 केसेस बनते हैं। सबसे पहला केस तो ये है कि b c d e को केस 1, ओके, मैंने ये अभी 2 assume कर लिया और अब मैं 2 केसेस बना रहा हूं। मैं b c d e की ऑन टू मैपिंग करा रहा हूं 1 2 3 4 के साथ। ओके, अब 4 लोगों की ऑन्टो मैपिंग 4 के साथ बनाओगे आप, सो दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ अ 1-1 मैपिंग, देन ओनली द ऑन्टो मैपिंग इज पॉसिबल, सो द रिजल्ट विल बी 4 फैक्टोरियल। यहां पे 4 फैक्टोरियल, दैट मींस 24 मैपिंग्स विल बी देयर। दिस इज अ केस 1। केस 2 में ये हुआ कि यहां पे हमारे पास बी सी डी ई जो है, ए की मैपिंग तो हो चुकी है, ए तो 2 के साथ मिल चुका है। अब बी सी डी ई की जो मैपिंग है हम 2 के साथ नहीं कराएंगे, बस ए ही 2 के साथ जुड़ा है, अब हम कराएंगे 1 3 4 के साथ। सो दीज आर द 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज 1 3 4 के साथ। ओके, एंड वी वांट टू क्रिएट द ऑनटू फंक्शंस। ऑनटू फंक्शंस क्रिएट करने के लिए ऑनटू का फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे, 3 raised to the power 4 माइनस 3c1 2 raised to the power 4 प्लस 3c2 1 raised to the power 4, और इसको सॉल्व करेंगे और मल्टीप्लाई बाय, इधर भी हमें मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 करना होगा, y मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 करना होगा। जल्दी से बता दो व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय 3, बिकॉज f ऑफ a कैन हैव 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज। तो हमने तो अभी एक ही पॉसिबिलिटी मानी है 2, उसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग केस 1 में आंसर 24 आ गया, तो इसका मतलब 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज और हैं, तो इस वजह से 3 into 24, और यहां पे भी हम इसको भी 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे। एंड व्हाट वी विल ऑब्जर्व हियर, वी आर गेटिंग द रिजल्ट एज 48 plus 24 which is 72, and here we are getting the result as 108, and the net answer is 108 plus 72. 108 plus 72 will give me the result 180. So the number of onto functions that we want to create such that f of a should not be equals to 1 will be equals to 180. Now the answer that is given by the NTA is 384. 384 is totally wrong. My dear students, 384 is totally wrong. So the answer should be 180 over here. Is that clear to you? Okay. अच्छा, बहुत सारे बच्चे अपनी परसेंटाइल मार्क्स लेके आ गए, ठीक है। ये जो 175 आ रहा है, 194 आ रहा है, दैट इज रियली अ गुड स्कोर। आप लोगों को बिल्कुल टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। जैसे ही आपने 150 प्लस कर दिया ना, आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप जेईई एडवांस तो देने वाले हो। अब क्या एनआईटी मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा वो डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी शिफ्ट का क्या रिजल्ट जाता है, आपके शिफ्ट में कितने टॉपर्स बैठे थे, तो वो एग्जैक्टली एक बार आने दो, अभी से स्ट्रेस मत डालो। लेकिन जितना नियर टू 200 होंगे उतना एनटीए मिलने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होंगे। जैसे किसी एक बच्चे ने बोला 194 आ रहा है, सो दैट इज रियली अ गुड स्कोर इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द शिफ्ट, पक्का से एनटीए मतलब एनआईटी मिलने के चांसेस हैं। अच्छा, वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट इज सेइंग सर रिजल्ट, बेटा अभी तो एनटीए ने ना प्रोविजनल आंसर की निकाली है, फिर इसमें चैलेंजेस करेंगे, फिर एनटीए उसको चैलेंजेस को देखेगा, अपने आंसर की को इंप्रूव करेगा और फिर रिजल्ट निकालेगा। सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि 3 से 4 दिन अभी और लगने वाले हैं। ओके, सो इट विल टेक अराउंड मोर देन 3 to 4 days। ओके, अब 81 मार्क्स हैं या कितने भी मार्क्स हैं, तो जस्ट ये उम्मीद करना कि आप वर्ज ऑफ कट ऑफ पे बैठे हो, तो मतलब चांसेस है मान लो 82 कट ऑफ चली गई तो आप रह जाओगे 79 चली गई तो आप निकल जाओगे। लेकिन क्या ये मतलब काबिल तारीफ मार्क्स है क्या 81? नहीं, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी है। क्या इससे एनआईटी या अच्छा कॉलेज मिल सकता है? नो, यू वोंट बी एबल टू गेट, तो उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी। एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट डेट, अब हरिचंदन अगर हम लोग आईआईटी में काम करते हैं तो ज़रूर आपको बताते, लेकिन हम ऐसा उम्मीद लगा सकते हैं कि जो अभी ट्रेंड चल रहा है, ठीक है, तो क्योंकि अभी जेईई एडवांस का भी है, उसका भी अनाउंसमेंट है, उसके भी फॉर्म्स हैं, तो इस वजह से जो भी अभी ट्रेंड चल रहा है, तो विद इन 7 to 10 days आफ्टर जेईई मेंस एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ द सेशन 2 रिजल्ट आ जाना चाहिए, तो वो आ जाएगा। जस्ट वेट करो और रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा आपको, 3 से 4 दिन में रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा। ओके, 141 विल बी अराउंड 95-94 परसेंटाइल, 58 ओबीसी पॉसिबिलिटी ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ कट ऑफ है कि निकल भी सकती है, नहीं भी निकल सकती, 1-2 मार्क्स का डिफरेंस रहेगा, दैट्स इट। ओके, एडवांस में बैठो या नहीं बैठना है ना, ऑब्वियसली अगर तुम्हें मौका मिलता है तो यस बैठना है, पक्का से बैठना है। ऑल राइट, सो हैव यू सीन दिस क्वेश्चन ऑन 10th of April 2023, शिफ्ट 1 का क्वेश्चन है। ओके ये ड्रॉप क्वेश्चन है, प्रोविजनल आंसर की कंसिस्ट ऑफ 8। इन्होंने बोला ये 6A + 5BC की वैल्यू बताओ, प्रोविजनल आंसर की में 8 दिया हुआ है, लेकिन इसका 8 से ज्यादा आंसर आएगा। ओके द आंसर दैट यू विल बी ऑब्टेनिंग हियर विल बी ग्रेटर देन 8। एंड हाउ इज इट सो, यहाँ पे आप है ना सॉल्व करने वाले हैं, ठीक है, यहाँ पे इन्फानाइट आंसर्स मिलेंगे आपको, देयर विल बी इन्फानाइट, एक आंसर नहीं मिलेगा, देयर विल बी इन्फानाइट आंसर। जैसे जब आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आप लॉग लेंगे, इस तरफ भी लॉग लेंगे, इस तरफ भी लॉग लेंगे। व्हाट यू विल ऑब्जर्व, यू विल हैव log a to the base e, here you will have log 2, here you will have log a, and this is equals to, यहाँ पे अगर आपने log b नीचे ले आए, so this will be log b plus log c। I hope you are able to understand this। Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना होगा, what we need to do, we just want to consider, for example हमने log 2 को है ना a नाम रख दिया, ओके okay? और हमने ना log a, log b या इसको अल्फा नाम रख दिया फॉर एग्जाम्पल। ओके तो हम इसमें log a को x मान लेते हैं, log b को हम y मान लेते हैं बिकॉज इट विल बी यूज मेनी अ टाइम्स, और log c को हम z मान लेते हैं। सो आउट ऑफ विच हाउ आई कैन क्रिएट द इक्वेशन, दिस विल बी x टाइम्स अल्फा प्लस x, and here it is y times y plus z. So from here I'll be able to get the value of alpha, and why this alpha will be useful for me. So here what I'll observe, I have b raised to the power log 2, okay, and here I have a raised to the power log c. So even on taking log, so here I am having log 2 into log b, here it is log c into log a. So log 2 was alpha, log b was y, log c was z, log a was x. So we got the value of alpha as zx over y, and I will place this value of alpha in this equation. Alpha is a constant, log 2 is a constant. I'll place this value of alpha in this equation, that is zx upon y. Once we have placed this value of alpha over here, I will be able to get the results. First result is BC is equals to 1, and the second result is AB is equals to 1. If BC is equals to 1, my dear students, try to listen me. If BC is equals to 1, then what result can we obtain from here? जैसे ही आप यहाँ पे BC की जगह 1 डालेंगे, तो 1 की पावर तो कुछ भी चढ़ा है, 1 ही रहने वाला है। तो यहाँ पे 2a की पावर में log a जो लिखा हुआ है वो 1 बन जाएगा। ये पहला केस बता रहा हूँ, 1BC is equals to 1. सो यहाँ से आपको a की 2 वैल्यूज मिलने वाली हैं, एक तो आपको a की वैल्यू हाफ मिलने वाली है, और एक a की वैल्यू आपको 1 मिलने वाली है। अगर आप a की वैल्यू 1 रखते हैं, ठीक है, और BC तो 1 है, तो एक लैम्डा हो जाएगा, दूसरा 1 अपॉन लैम्डा हो जाएगा, ठीक है। अब 1 रखेंगे, मान लो 1 रखेंगे तो 1a नॉट इक्वल्स टू 1, क्योंकि देखो 3 डिस्टिंक्ट पॉजिटिव रियल नंबर्स दिए हुए हैं इन्होंने, ओके। और यहां पे अगर आपने a इज इक्वल्स टू 1 लिखा तो यहां पे log 1 आ गया। अच्छा, किसी का भी बेस 1 है क्या, चेक कर लो, नहीं हो रहा। यहां पे देखो, यहां पे हो रहा है 2 raised to the power log a to the base e, यहाँ पे bc raised to the power log b, here it is b raised to the power log 2 and a raised to the power log c। यहाँ पे a की वैल्यू अगर आपने 1 डाल दी तो ये वाला बेस भी 1 बन जाएगा। सो यहाँ पे अगर a की वैल्यू 1 ली तो ये ट्रेंड बन रहा है, और a की वैल्यू हाफ ली आपने तो ये ट्रेंड बन रहा है। सिमिलरली अगर आपने दूसरा केस कंसीडर किया ab इज इक्वल टू 1, तो अगर आप ये वैल्यू कंसीडर करते हैं ना, a की वैल्यू तो हाफ डालेंगे, यहाँ पे bc की वैल्यू 1 डालेंगे, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको 8 रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस रिजल्ट you'll definitely get the answer as 8। बट यहाँ पे ना ये वाला केस तो रिजेक्ट हो रहा है, a is equals to 1 वाला केस तो रिजेक्ट हो रहा है, ओके। दूसरा ab is equals to 1 है ना, ये तो कंसीडर ही नहीं किया, क्योंकि अगर ab अगर 1 होता तो फिर a की वैल्यू अगर लैम्डा होती तो b की वैल्यू 1 बाय लैम्डा, और c की वैल्यू बहुत सारी हो सकती थी। अगर हम abc ट्रायड लिखते हैं तो ab इज इक्वल्स टू 1 में तो बहुत सारी हमें पॉसिबिलिटीज मिल सकती थी। तो इन केसेस को तो कंसीडर ने किया, इनफाइनाइट सॉल्यूशंस मिलेंगे, इस वजह से ये क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप होगा, मतलब सभी को बोनस मार्क्स मिलेगा। सो ऑल दो स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव गिवन द 10th April शिफ्ट 1 सो विल बी गेटिंग द बोनस मार्क्स इन दिस क्वेश्चन। सर फाइनल आंसर की रॉन्ग हो सकती है क्या? ये फाइनल नहीं है, दिस इज द प्रोविजनल आंसर की। इसको चैलेंज करते हैं, इनको बताते हैं कि ये क्वेश्चन आपने गलत दे दिए, तो प्लीज़ इसको रेक्टिफाई करो, फिर ये दोबारा से उसको पब्लिश करते हैं। सर EW से 81 मार्क्स तो कट ऑफ क्लियर होगा ना? हाँ, मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली होगा। 204 मार्क्स वाले को तो टेंशन ही नहीं करनी है, एक अच्छी NIT मिल जाएगी, डोंट वरी। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पर आते हैं। अब दिस वाज अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम बायनॉमियल थ्योरम। 1011 टर्म फ्रॉम द एंड इन द बायनॉमियल एक्सपेंशन। अब आपको पता है ये इन द एंड बोल रहे हैं। अब इन द एंड बोल रहे हैं ना, तो आप x माइनस वाई को है ना, आप x माइनस वाई को माइनस वाई प्लस एक्स में कन्वर्ट कर दिया करो, ठीक है। तो जब आप टर्म्स को रिवर्स कर देते हो ना, a माइनस बी को माइनस बी प्लस ए लिख देते हो, तो फिर वो टर्म फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग हो जाती है, ओके। और इज 1024 टाइम्स 1011 टर्म फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग, देन यू नीड टू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ मॉड x। इसमें नॉर्मल सा बाइनॉमियल थ्योरम का फॉर्मूला लगाना है। मतलब ऐसा समझो 1011 टर्म फ्रॉम एंड, और यहां पे लिखना है हमें 1024 टाइम्स 1011 टर्म फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग, ठीक है। ये फॉर्मूला हमें लगाना है। अब फ्रॉम एंड है तो इसको पलट देना। 1011 में आपको 1010 लेना होगा, सो 2022 C 1010, ओके, माइनस 5/2x रेज टू द पावर, इन दोनों का सब्ट्रैक्शन, एंड एज सून एज यू विल सब्ट्रैक्ट दिस यू विल हैव 1012 एंड देन 4x/5 रेज टू द पावर 1010। अब फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग की बात करें तो 1024 को तो एज इट इज रहने दो, और फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग की बात करें हम तो 2022 C 1010, देन 4x/5 रेज टू द पावर, इन दोनों का सब्ट्रैक्शन, दैट इज 1012, एंड देन -5/2x रेज टू द पावर 1010. So we will be solving these इक्वेशन, दिस एक्सप्रेशन, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे एंड यहां से mod x की वैल्यू निकालेंगे. सो व्हाट यू विल ऑब्जर्व दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ mod x इज 5/16, बट 5/16 तो कहीं नहीं दिया हुआ, नॉट इवन अ सिंगल ऑप्शन इज हैविंग 5/16. सो दैट इज व्हाई दिस क्वेश्चन विल आल्सो बी कैटेगराइज्ड अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ ड्रॉप. सो बोनस मार्क्स मिलेगा, सभी को मिलेगा, अटेम्प्ट किया या नहीं किया, क्योंकि जहां भी क्वेश्चन में गलती हो जाती है तो फिर बोनस सभी को. ओके सर, प्रोविजनल में एक क्वेश्चन था इंटीजर टाइप में जिसका आंसर 1275 था, बट फाइनल आंसर की में वही 1275 किसी और क्वेश्चन का पूछ का आंसर हो गया. ऐसा कैसे? तो एक्चुअल में हो सकता है ना, वो आप मुझे क्वेश्चन बताओगे वो कौन सा क्वेश्चन था और किसका आंसर 1275 हो गया, तो दैट डिपेंड्स. ओके सर, एनआईटी के रजिस्ट्रेशन कब तक स्टार्ट होते हैं? जैसे ही रिजल्ट आएगा उसके बाद काउंसलिंग होगी, तो काउंसलिंग में आपको कॉलेज अलॉट होंगे, फिर रजिस्ट्रेशन हो जाएगा अगर अलॉट होता है तो, अंडर द कंडीशन. ऑल राइट, तो ये 11th ऑफ अप्रैल का क्वेश्चन था, शिफ्ट 2 का क्वेश्चन था. एनटीए ने प्रोविजनल आंसर की दी, उसमें उन्होंने आंसर बताया इसका, कोई ना कोई एक ऑप्शन बताया, 10 बताया शायद से, आई थिंक 10 बताया उन्होंने. ओके लेकिन इसका आंसर 10 नहीं है, इसका आंसर ड्रॉप होगा क्योंकि mod x की वैल्यू 5/16 आ रही है. सर व्हाट कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट इन 134 मार्क्स? अगर 134 मार्क्स है तो देखो कट ऑफ तो क्लियर होगी, एडवांस तो तुम दे रहे हो, लेकिन परसेंटाइल अच्छी नहीं उम्मीद कर सकते, 92 93 परसेंटाइल आएगी. ओके चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज 8 persons आर टू बी ट्रांसपोर्टेड फ्रॉम सिटी ए टू सिटी बी इन 3 cars ऑफ डिफरेंट मेक्स, डिफरेंट कंपनीज की कार है. ईच कार कैन अकोमोडेट एट मोस्ट 3 person, मतलब हर कार ज्यादा से ज्यादा 3 persons ले जा सकती है, एट मोस्ट, नॉट मोर देन 3. देन द नंबर ऑफ वेज इन विच दे कैन बी ट्रांसपोर्टेड. सो एक ही केस ऐसा बन रहा है जिसमें 8 लोगों को आप ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो, क्योंकि 3 से ज्यादा तो आप भर नहीं पाओगे. अब 8 से लोगों को 3 कार्स में आप ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो और तीनों कार्स आइडेंटिकल नहीं है, मतलब 3 ग्रुप बना रहे हो, उनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट भी करना होगा. एक को आपको क्रेटा में भेजना होगा, एक को आपको किया में भेजना होगा, एक को आपको बलिनो में भेजना होगा, ठीक है. तो लास्ट में आपको इनको डिवीजन भी करना होगा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन भी करना होगा. सो पहले तो आप ग्रुप का डिवीजन कर लो, 8 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, and this extra 2 factorial is because of equal size group, and this is multiplied by 3 factorial. Why this is multiplied by 3 factorial? This is for the distribution, okay, and this is division into groups. Equal size group की वजह से एक extra 2 factorial आ गया क्योंकि 2 equal size के groups थे. Now this answer will be equal to 1680. According to NTA they have given this response, बट ये आंसर नहीं होगा। आंसर क्या होगा? ये वाला। मतलब जिसने भी 1680 आंसर दिया है, देयर आंसर इज परफेक्ट। ओके, अगर आपने भी दिया है तो आपका आंसर परफेक्ट है। सर 11 अप्रैल शिफ्ट सेकंड में 89% के लिए कितना मार्क्स चाहिए? 89 परसेंटाइल के लिए, ठीक है, 89 परसेंटाइल तुम्हारी आ गई है क्या? या तो तुम 89 मार्क्स बोलो कि मेरे 89 आ गए हैं सर, ठीक है, उस पर कितनी परसेंटाइल बनेगी के हिसाब से? अगर 136 आ रहे हैं तो 95 प्लस बन रही है सर। चलो ठीक है, अगर ऐसा है ना 95 प्लस बन रही है ना तो टेंशन मत लो। अरे वर्सटाइल शर्मा 95 प्लस पे, 94 प्लस पे, 93 प्लस पे एक ही जैसे कॉलेज मिलते हैं। गेम सारा 99 प्लस का है, तो हमारा जो अचीवमेंट है वो 99 प्लस लाना है। नहीं आए कोई बात नहीं, अभी एडवांस की तैयारी करो, उसमें अच्छा स्कोर करना। 73 मार्क्स अगर आए हैं तो थोड़ा ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ कट ऑफ है, चांसेस है हो जाएगा, नहीं हुआ तो कोई बात नहीं। ओके निधि, हाय निधि। निधि वी आर हेयर लाइव एक्चुअली टू डिस्कस द क्वेश्चंस। ये सेशन जरूर देखना निधि, तुमने लेट ज्वाइन किया, बिकॉज वी आर एक्चुअली डिस्कसिंग द क्वेश्चंस दैट हैज बीन एरर क्वेश्चन अकॉर्डिंग टू द एनटीए प्रोविजनल की। जो एनटीए ने प्रोविजनल की हमें दी है, उनमें जो जो भी एरर्स हैं उनको हम रेक्टिफाई करके लगभग 24 क्वेश्चंस आपके सामने लेके आए हैं फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ्स में, और वो सारे सॉल्यूशंस आपके साथ यहाँ पे हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। ओके सर, न्यू बैच फॉर द क्लास 11th, यस ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो गया है। बैच नेम इज उड़ान एंड आई एम ओनली टेकिंग दिस लेक्चर। तो निधि तुम एक बार इसका एक बार रिकॉर्डेड वर्जन भी देख लेना, तुम्हें बहुत सारे चेंजेस मिलेंगे प्रोविजनल की में और एक्चुअल फाइनल की जो आएगी उसके अंदर। ओके 191 मार्क्स है तो बहुत अच्छा स्कोर है, टेंशन मत करो। रैंक तो इतना तो मैं एग्जैक्टली जज तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा रैंक, लेकिन ठीक है बहुत अच्छा करोगे, एक एनआईटी अच्छी स्कोर कर लोगे। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज इफ द टेंजेंट एट एनी पॉइंट ऑन द कर्व पासिंग थ्रू द पॉइंट, ये हमें 2 पॉइंट दे दिए कर्व पे, है ना, 2 पॉइंट दे दिए, स्टिल हम तो एक भी पॉइंट कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे। लेट अस कंसीडर अ पॉइंट x, y एंड लेट अस राइट द इक्वेशन। सो इक्वेशन ऑफ टेंजेंट, इक्वेशन ऑफ टेंजेंट, क्योंकि डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का क्वेश्चन है ना, ऐसे ही सॉल्व होता है। सो इक्वेशन ऑफ टेंजेंट विल बी कैपिटल Y माइनस y is equals to dy upon dx capital X minus x. So here I have dropped a tangent, and after dropping a tangent what I observe, this tangent intersects at the point A and B on the x axis and y axis. Let us assume this point to be alpha comma 0. Let us assume this point to be 0 comma beta because it is lying on y axis. Now I want to get the x intercept. For x intercept capital Y is equals to 0. For x intercept capital Y is equals to 0. As soon as I'll put the capital Y 0, I'll observe that minus y dx over dy, and here I have capital X minus x. So I'll be having the value of x minus y dx over dy as the value of capital X. Now this is the x intercept. This is the value for alpha. Once I have the value of alpha, now they have given that PA is to PB is equals to 1 is to k. तो ये हमने 1 मान लिया, this is the 1 and this is k, ये वाला जो है ना हिस्सा ये k मान लिया। सेक्शन फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे and using the help of the section formula we will be able to get the value of alpha. एक अल्फा हमने यहां से निकाला, एक अल्फा सेक्शन फॉर्मूला से निकालेंगे, दोनों को इक्वेट करेंगे, I'll be able to create a differential equation. तो सबसे पहला इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोसेस है कि डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन बनाए कैसे। डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन यूजिंग एक्स इंटरसेप्ट बनाई हमने। आई होप यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। आफ्टर क्रिएटिंग दिस डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आप 1,1 डालना, 2 कांस्टेंट्स होंगे आर्बिटरी कांस्टेंट, एक c और एक k, तो ये आपको c और k की वैल्यू दे देंगे। c और k की वैल्यू आने के बाद में आफ्टर दैट इन्होंने बोला कि ये जो k की वैल्यू आएगी वो 2 आएगी यहाँ पे, ठीक है, तो ये आपको सॉल्व करना होगा, k की वैल्यू 2 डालनी होगी, डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है, और यहां से आपको इस पर्टिकुलर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन को जब आप सॉल्व करेंगे तो लास्ट में इसकी वैल्यू निकालनी होगी। अब अकॉर्डिंग टू एनटीए दैट एनटीए हैज गिवन द आंसर इज 6, लेकिन एक्चुअल में जो होना चाहिए दैट विल बी 5। आई होप यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। परसेंटाइल एट 95 मार्क्स, अब 95 मार्क्स हैं तो ज़्यादा अच्छी परसेंटाइल की उम्मीद मत करो, राउंड अबाउट 89, 90, 91 ऐसी कुछ परसेंटाइल बनने वाली है, ठीक है। साक्षी थैंक यू, अब कमेंट करना बंद करो, ठीक है। उड़ान बैच किधर है, तो यातिश इन्फिनिटी लर्न वेबसाइट पे जाना, infinitylearn.com पे, वहाँ पे उड़ान बैच के लिए एक बार क्वेरी डाल देना, अपने आप काउंसलर कॉल करेंगे, उनसे सब चीज़ें पूछ लेना जो भी आपको पूछना है। कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट IIT CSE और एरोस्पेस इन 95 प्लस? नो, IIT तो नहीं हो पाएगा, 99 प्लस पे भी नहीं हो पाएगा, 99.9 चाहिए होगा, ठीक है सर। 120 मार्क्स है तो कट ऑफ तो निकल जाएगी, जेईई एडवांस की तैयारी करो श्रुति। आंसर 5 आएगा इसका, यस आंसर विल बी 5, ठीक है ओके। 120 मार्क्स वाले हैं ना, आप टेंशन मत करो बच्चा, कट ऑफ तो निकल जाएगी आपकी, लेकिन परसेंटाइल अच्छी नहीं आएगी, 92, 91, 93 ऐसी कोई परसेंटाइल होगी जिससे। अच्छा ट्रिपल आईटी बात कर रहे हो, वर्सेटाइल सी ट्रिपल आईटी में क्या होता है, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, एक ही सब्जेक्ट है आईटी, तो आईटी के लिए ही है, सीएससी नहीं मिलता वहाँ पे, तो आईटी मिलेगा आपको। और वो आप भरोगे ना सारे ट्रिपल आईटीज़ में जब काउंसलिंग करोगे तो वहाँ पे मिलने के चांसेस है, भर देना, ठीक है। और ये सबको डिपेंड करता है काउंसलिंग पे भी, है ना। लेकिन अगर लास्ट ईयर के रिजल्ट है तो इंटरनेट पे मिल जाएंगे। देखो लास्ट ईयर पे ट्रिपल आईटी की लास्ट रैंक ये गई थी, ट्रिपल आईटी की हैदराबाद की ये गई थी, तो ये सब चीज़ें वहाँ पे आपको मिल जाएंगी, एक बार देख लेना आप। 140 मार्क्स इन 6 अप्रैल, 140 मार्क्स है, 150 है, 160 है, परसेंटाइल अच्छा नहीं है, 95, 93, 92, 96, 97 ऐसी परसेंटाइल है। एनआईटी अच्छी नहीं मिलेगी। जेईई एडवांस के लिए अच्छे से तैयारी करो, तुम्हारा जेईई एडवांस क्लियर है। ऑल राइट, सो दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट टुडेज लेक्चर। और हमने आज का लेक्चर में जितने भी हमारे क्वेश्चन थे, अराउंड अबाउट 12 क्वेश्चन थे, वो सारे हमने आपके साथ डिस्कस कर लिए हैं। एंड आई होप आपने एंजॉय किया होगा कि एनटीए ने जो हमें रिस्पॉन्सेज दिए और हमने जो रिस्पॉन्सेज लगाए हैं उनमें डिफरेंस क्या है और क्यों डिफरेंस है। मैंने आपको वो गलत करने का प्रोसेस भी बता दिया कि मतलब वहाँ के टीचर्स ने भी क्वेश्चंस फ्रेम किए हैं तो उन्होंने वो आंसर सेट क्यों किया। कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस में तो मैंने आपको वो भी बता दिया कि ये उस वजह से उन्होंने आंसर सेट किया, उन्होंने हो सकता है ये अप्रोच यूज़ में ले ली होगी। सो सर कितने बच्चे हैं अभी लाइव, ये देख सकते हैं क्या? So I can see many of the students are live right now. They are actually putting on the comments also. Thank you so much for this engagement. And I hope I'll be bringing these beautiful videos in front of you all the time. Okay. थोड़ा सा आप राइट, हाँ थैंक यू सो मच। 40 स्टूडेंट्स अभी लाइव हैं हमारे सेशन में। एंड ऐसा एंगेजमेंट हमेशा ही बना रहे, मतलब आप लोगों के साइड से ऐसा एंगेजमेंट हमेशा ही बना रहे, क्योंकि हम इस चैनल पे वी विल बी ऑल टुगेदर ब्रिंगिंग वेरी यूजफुल कंटेंट ऑन टू दिस चैनल। एंड ये यूजफुल कंटेंट मतलब आपको कहीं ना कहीं लाइफ में कोई ना कोई पेपर, कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन, कोई ना कोई कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छा कराने में ज़रूर काम में आएगा। ओके, तो कभी भी किसी भी चीज़ को, किसी भी गुरु को अगर अच्छे से फॉलो करते हैं तो उससे सीखने को मिलता है। यहाँ पे इन्फिनिटी लर्न जेईई चैनल आपका बहुत ही अच्छा गुरु साबित हो सकता है अगर आप इसको बहुत शिद्दत से फॉलो करें। ओके, सारे वीडियोस देखें। थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट्स, और बहुत सारा आप लोगों ने प्यार दिया है अब तक, इसको आगे कंटिन्यू करें। थैंक यू फॉर लाइकिंग द सेशन एंड एज वेल एज कीप सपोर्टिंग अस। जितने ज़्यादा टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स से आप कनेक्टेड हैं, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप से कनेक्टेड हैं, अपने फ्रेंड से कनेक्टेड हैं, वहाँ पे आप हमारे चैनल को, यूट्यूब चैनल को शेयर करें ताकि हम ऐसे ही मोटिवेशन हम ऐसा ही मोटिवेशन फील करें, ऐसे ही मोटिवेटेड रहें और आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा करते रहें। ओके, सो आवर टीम इज़ रियली वर्किंग हार्ड, और जैसे ही रिजल्ट आता है श्रुति तो ज़रूर मैं आपको इन्फॉर्म करूँगा। Each and every update related to the JEE will be informed to you on this YouTube channel of the Infinity Learn JEE. Okay. और जितने भी बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने इस बार JEE मेंस का पेपर दिया, जो JEE एडवांस की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, उन सभी को मेरी तरफ से ऑल द बेस्ट। आई विश यू लक फॉर योर ब्राइटर फ्यूचर, बेटर करियर एंड अ पाथ टुवर्ड सक्सेस। ओके, सो सर रिजल्ट कब तक आएगा? वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट द रिजल्ट विद इन 3 to 4 days. ओके, सो यू जस्ट नीड टू हैव द पेशेंस श्रुति, 3 to 4 days का पेशेंस रखो एंड डेफिनेटली यू विल बी एबल टू गेट द रिजल्ट। ओके, 120 आया, अच्छा स्कोर नहीं है, 92, 93, 94 परसेंटाइल के आसपास होगा, लेकिन कट ऑफ तो क्लियर होगा। सो बेटर गो फॉर जेईई एडवांस प्रिपरेशन, लग जाओ, मेहनत करो जी तोड़। और जेईई एडवांस का अगर बैच ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो तो देयर इज अ लिंक इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन, so please click on that link. You will be able to enroll for the JEE Advanced course. Okay, moreover we will be posting the free videos on this YouTube channel of the Infinity Learn JEE, so please subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed, and also please like each and every video in which we are coming live, so that our team really motivates about the hard work that we are putting in, about the efforts that we are putting in for you guys, okay, on this channel. So thank you once again. Good night everyone. Good night. Shubh Ratri. अगली बार फिर मिलते हैं एक अच्छे से वीडियो के साथ, अच्छे से सेशन के साथ। टिल देन टेक केयर, ऑल द बेस्ट बच्चों, और जेईई एडवांस की ऐसे ही प्रिपरेशन करते रहना। थैंक यू सो मच। आई एम गोइंग टू एंड दिस सेशन नाउ।